I want to tell you about someone called James. James graduated from a good university in London, economics degree, strong grades, did everything his parents told him to do, applied to 200 jobs in 6 months, got 4 interviews, no offers. He's not lazy, he's not unqualified. He's competing against something that doesn't sleep, doesn't ask for a salary, and never has a bad day. He is competing against a $20 a month AI subscription. And what's happening to James in London right now is happening to people in Bangalore, in Houston, Dubai, and in Moscow. Different cities, same story. This is Career Intelligence Brief, and today I want to talk about the thing nobody is being honest about. Here is what Microsoft put out earlier this year. When a company can replace a $120K a year employee with a $20 a month AI tool, that's not a choice anymore. That's a business obligation. And the CFO who doesn't make that move gets fired before the employee does. Major employers from Amazon to Citigroup have been announcing fresh rounds of layoffs in 2026, even as their revenues remain stable or rising. Think about that for a second. Historically, layoffs followed recessions. Companies cut people when they were losing money. Now they are cutting people while making record profits because the math changed. The Anthropic CEO has warned that AI could eliminate half of all entry-level white-collar jobs and drive unemployment to between 10 to 20% within the next 1 to 5 years. And the Microsoft AI chief said something that most news channels buried in paragraph 7. Most tasks that involve sitting down at a computer will be fully automated within the next 18 months, naming accounting, legal, marketing, and project management as specifically vulnerable. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You have heard this before. AI is always coming, but here is what's different this time. Unlike previous automation waves that primarily hit blue-collar manufacturing, generative AI targets white-collar cognitive work. This hits the middle-class professionals and recent graduates hardest. A college degree no longer guarantees a safe entry ramp into the workforce. The factory workers saw it coming. He could point to the machine replacing him. The knowledge worker, the analyst, the HR professional, the junior lawyer has nothing visible to point to. Just fewer interviews, fewer callbacks, fewer offers. That's what makes this harder to see and harder to fight. Let me show you how this looks on the ground, depending on where you are watching from. If you are in the UK, James' story isn't a one-off. UK youth employment rose to 16.2% in earlier 2026, its highest level in over a decade. Graduate roles are down 45% year on year, and each vacancy now attracts hundreds of applications. UK job postings fell 38% for high AI exposure occupations between 2022 and 2025. And here's the quiet part. 1 in 3 UK university students now believe AI-driven job losses will be fast enough to trigger social unrest in Britain. These aren't fringe voices. These are people doing the math on their own future. If you are in the US, Microsoft's data points to 5 million white-collar jobs, management analysts, customer service reps, sales engineers face extinction as AI creates the greatest deflationary force in modern history. And it is not evenly distributed. Entry-level roles are being cut first. The traditional career ladder, start, junior, prove yourself, get promoted, is collapsing at the bottom rung. If you are in India, the story is here more complicated, and I mean that in both directions. AI job postings in India are growing 32% year over year. GCCs are paying 40% salary premiums for the right profiles, but 73% of employees are now hiring freshers on demonstrated skills, not degrees. Which means the credential you worked 4 years for is now worth less than a 3-month portfolio that proves what you can actually do. If you are in Russia lost somewhere between 80,000 to 1 lakh IT professionals since 2022. At the same time, the government is pouring the equivalent of $20 into AI and digital transformation. The demand is extraordinary. The supply is thin. For the right professionals in that market right now, the leverage is real, but the window to capture it is not permanent. If you are in UAE or Saudi Arabia, 75% of workers in the Middle East are already using AI tools at work. The global average is 54%. This is not a market bracing for disruption. It is a market that made a national decision to get ahead of it. Saudi Arabia declared 2026 the year of artificial intelligence. The UAE is the third largest net AI talent importer globally. The floor is rising fast, but so is the ceiling of people positioned correctly. So, let me ask you something directly. Is your job at risk? That's the wrong question. The right question is, what does your job actually looks like right now? What companies are doing is not eliminating the whole job categories in one move. They are breaking jobs apart, automating the repetitive execution layer, and keeping or elevating the people who oversee strategies and manage the output. The transition is from doing to directing. That's the gap. And it's not a technical gap, it's a visibility gap. Because is what I have seen and have been in these rooms, the people who survive restructuring aren't always the ones who know AI the best. They are the ones who made the new way of working visible. They documented it. They talked about it. They framed their value in the new language before someone else framed it for them. James in London submitted 200 applications and got 4 interviews. But the person who got the job in every one of those 4 companies, they didn't just list skills. They showed up with a story about a problem they solved using a new tool and process they redesigned, an output that looked differently because of how they worked. That's a different conversation. That's the conversation the market is rewarding right now. Here is what I believe is going to happen and why. By the end of 2027, the salary gap between people who can demonstrate AI augmented work and those who can't will stop being a premium and start being a penalty. Right now, it reads as bonus on one side. Within 18 months, it will read as a deficit on the other. The bar won't rise, the floor will drop. The godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, the person who literally helped build this technology, warned that AI will create massive unemployment and a huge rise in profits. And that's the gains will flow to a small number of people rather than to the majority of society. He's not wrong, but small number of people does not have mean people other than you. James is still out there, still applying, still waiting for the market to come back to him. The market isn't coming back, but the people who figured that out in 2026 and move first will look back at this moment as the one that made them. This is Career Intelligence Brief. If this hits differently than you expected, that's why I make it. Share it with someone who needs to hear this, and drop in the comments which country you are in and how you are seeing this play out around you. I genuinely read every single one. See you in the next one.